Hello everyone, my name is Jorge. Excuse me, first of all, English is not my native language. I hope everything is understandable. So this is the presentation of the project of the vocabulary app um, of the UX fundamentals course. So why are we creating this? And who will be using it, hopefully? Matthew, as we see, born in Cork. Well, we see the whole description of his behaviors, needs and goals. Uh, the main problem he encounters, he has no time to learn, busy schedule. He tried different apps, but it's difficult to stay consistent and motivated. So he needs a quick way to, an engaging way to learn, so to speak. So that's the main problem. Effective and quick way to learn in new words, in German in his case, because he moved to Berlin, he needs to learn, he has no time to go to an academy or to learn in a formal way. Some apps may feel a bit constrained and you have to follow a pathway. You cannot unlock elements until you finish one lesson. He has like 10, 15, 20 minutes to learn on the way to work in the U-Bahn or the S-Bahn, a coffee break. Well, and of course he needs to stay consistent and motivated to study every day. So he tried different apps. He thinks they're quite fixed, as we commented. Can get a bit confusing what to learn because there is like too much information, too many different categories. You don't know what to start. You have 10 minutes to learn, so maybe it's a bit confusing. So with the app I designed, it launches a quick way to learn new words. As we said, staying on track. These are the user flows. Launch a weekly test, get in-depth info about a given word. So the first one, you have a profile icon. You go there from your actual page or the home page. And then you have a test icon you can customize if you want to test what you learned today, what you learned this week, this month, um, up to you. Or you can just go to this test icon in the homepage, test all after you change to the this week option, and you do the test. Second one for getting in-depth information about the word. So you should go to the play button. That will be the happy path. Or you can go to quick learning, um, and that will launch a slide, word slide. You can look for a word in the search box. You can go to your favorite words. And in this slide, you have to, or you should, look for the more icon, the plus icon, and a window with more information opens up. So as we see, this is the wireframe. We have the onboarding process. It's important here that we appeal into these 21 days to build a habit, because maybe it's easier for the user if he understands the psychological behavioral uh, explanations on the of the process. So that means maybe the first 21 days you have to be a bit disciplined, but then it's gonna get easier. That can be explained further in the app with like a additional information window. We have here still in the onboarding process with explanation how it works. The main idea is to keep it simple, just a slide. You can move to a new slide, learn a lot of words, you test all, you carry on. Login, register, homepage, profile page, your progress. So if you set like 10 words per day, you can see the percentage of how many words you know already. You can launch a test. You can set maybe a reminder to launch a test every day at the same time. And the second user flow, the onboarding on the homepage will be the same, but here what we want to do is to get more information about one word. So we can launch the word slide, for instance, and when we find the word we like after, we can press this info button and more information opens up. As we see in the um, revised prototype, this is going to be more complex. And after um, conducting the user test, the main problems we Fine. Are these ones we can see in display. So confusion between logging in and registering seems to be a focus problem. This user, maybe he was a bit confused in the beginning, but I think it's a universal language. Some buttons like play and quiz were quite confusing, so I decided after the first test to redesign the whole app. I eliminated this quiz, I created a test button in the homepage, so it's no confusion. When you press play, slides come up and you can learn and scroll through different slides, different words. No interactive menu, that was one complaint of the first interview. Um, this was anyways the logical next step, so I just made it for the next wireframe because it's like a logical way to navigate the app. Settings button is not clear for 2 of the 3 users, and plus icon is not clear for the other one. So in this case, we can try again with the digital wireframe, because maybe it's a problem of handwriting or the sketch is not clear enough. We can change these buttons for new ones. We can test again with new people. So these are the improvements. New onboarding process. We have this camera option. You can take a photo of any given word. As we see, we have these settings here, which allow you to maybe make that the new slides are just referring to one category. So let's say you're learning 3 and you want to just the next 20 words to be nature, reality. So you change here. You can change only verbs, only adverbs, only whatever. And with the info button, you can have more information about a word. If you choose to it, why did I decide to keep this as an optional thing? Because a lot of people get like overwhelmed with all the information, and maybe they just want to learn words. And maybe Basa, they already know. Oh, I know that one, so next one. Or they see any word and this one, wow, this is interesting. I want to have more information. So it's always an optional, but quite easy. You just press a button and you have the information, maybe videos, audios, applications, how to use it, examples, photos. Camera option, as you see, you can press this button here from the beginning. In any page, you have this button, so you can take a photo of any object and it's going to detect the name. Menu, my favorite words, and reminders. It's time for your daily test. It's time for your weekly test. So the corrective measures taken. As I said, I created a new prototype after the first test, as I encountered a lot of problems and confusion with the first user. New pages, as we saw, new buttons, new arrangement of elements. Things were deleted, other things were changed. But I think it's the nature of UX. When you detect problems, you have to redesign in an iterative way, so to speak. This new camera option, quite interesting, and reminders to stay on track. Trying to fix this problem we encounter in interviews, and even in our proto persona has this problem. There's no motivation, sometimes difficult to stay consistent. Two notes I want to add here. The add word, I use this plus button. Maybe we have to change for a note, or we'll conduct new tests with new people to see if this is a persistent problem. And the settings, so we can change for this engine. As I said, first we have to test the prototype in the digital version and pay attention to the usability of buttons to see how people react. If they know how to use it or it's a persistent problem, we change it. That's the prototype. We will be looking at it quickly. And what is next? So digital low definition or mid definition wireframe. Test it again to see how much of the problems were due to my drawing skills, which are not that good. Additional pages, created a more complex app, more elements. For that, maybe we need to conduct more interviews to see what the competitors are doing, to see what they're lacking, discover new challenges, new ideas. And this thing, new reward system to keep users motivated and on track. For that, I thought maybe this can be an app launched by an academy And if you complete certain task, if you do 21 days in a row, you can get some discounts when you enroll a course, or if you want to do an online course. Well, there's a lot of ideas for that. Well, of course, we're humans and we need rewards to do things. Is the nature of the human being. And lessons. Well, I encountered that I need to check before the universal meaning of symbols and buttons because there can be a lot of confusion here. Um, Conducting tests can be difficult because the users tend to wander around and deviate from the task. They click everywhere, they're all over the place sometimes, so it's difficult to evaluate what you want to evaluate. Because maybe they start criticizing the content and you just want to see if the buttons are clear, if the navigation is clear. It's a bit of a problem that. And the navigation and menus should be included from the beginning. It's like a universal language. So then up here, so as we see, onboarding with the explanations, this camera option, behavioral information. I think that's important. Again, you have this homepage. You can learn new words, can customize category, maybe information, depth information. You can scroll down this page. Camera option with the detector. Displays the same button as learn. You have the navigational menu here with different settings. You can test. Congratulations. Favorite words. What else? So my profile. You can add a new word. You can have new words easily. So you add your meaning, you add your image. You can record yourself or maybe a friend. So let's see. Maybe this could be the UI design, something simple but uh, not childish, because that's a problem a lot of people encounter with these apps. They look childish, like maybe not enough professional. So I would like to keep it simple. So maybe, well, we have to change these buttons, but let's see. On this, you have your homepage, like how much you need to uh, meet the deadline today, the month. Maybe here like a slide, different slide, as we commented, and so forth. So that's the whole presentation. And of course, now the next step will be to go to the digital version and improve the UI and UX elements.